Mawakwa ba Edeba Dance Academy. Na we ye dance introduction to programming with Python. Na me ameni usua de ye frame Samuel Ando Botwe. This week ye hwe bibia ye frame data types. Answer ye be hwe data types. So ubekaya during our last meeting ye create Python programmer. Sa programming na e was say e add two numbers. Ema ndi ye man number 3 any 2 a e was say add 3 any 2 na ema 5. But there ye hu ye any say abra ye run code no. Instead say be add 2 3 na ama 5 no. Na afi ema result 23. Yanko ye test editor no so. Me terminal no eni ase uso terminal no eniwa. Me a control key shift any back take no so. Na afi terminal no and show says u terminal no ebie amawa. Afi yembo code any sa file no di yema no calc.py. Nti me type code calc.py. Essentially you create sa Python file that the no. The computer no be say ebe bie sa file no ayeden. Amen. So calc.py me bo enter. I will say bie sa file no ayeden. Ema nti sa program we na ye create here. Number 1 equal input bracket open quote enter first number colon quote bracket closer. Na say run sa code nti ma yan run this particular Python program. Tiambo Python, then the name of the file, which is calc.py. To me bo enter, I will prompt me enter first number, number me 2, enter second number, number me 3. Instead of add numbers, me no amaye no, na emaye 23. Add na interpreter no add number 2 plus 3 emaye. Into ye share data types. See about data types I see area na afi ya ba abe solve this particular problem. Ya kase data type ya what data awodo bebre a ye didi juma inside what programming. And I say as a programmer would be di juma nti sa data awodo ya ye we nso no emu bia ni suban a data no eda no edi. Nti data a se fa data a data A ekuta ono ankasa no suban a oda na di se fa data B a data B enso ekuta suban a ono so eden na di sanso ne fa data C a data C enso ekuta suban a eden na di nti sa data ya me kan ye values na ye data variables a ye create no inside nti in Python programming no ye wo data types awodo bebre de edikan e data type a ye fa string. In programming no ayana ye the str str and ejina wo ema sa string. Now string no eye ade bia ye de share either single and as a double quotation marking. So e wo programming mu no say ye the bb e share single and as a double quotation mark mu a ayana ebe data type a ye friend den string. The addition double quotation mark and as a single quotation mark no we see one type of word data ye didi juma nti sa data ya maka wanse dan su kuta no suban a eden eda no edi maka se bibi biara ye de hye either single and as a double quotation mark mi nti ebetumi aye number ye de hye double quotation mark mi and as a single quotation mark mi ebetumi aye symbol at symbol and as any other symbol bi a de hye double quotation and as a single quotation mark nti ebetumi aye bibi biara and anything bia ye be hye double and as a single quotation mark no e belong to one group of word of data type a friend string. This string is na medin kanka say sa string is eguta suban a eda no edi. The other data type a wo no e bibia a friend numbers na numbers ni ya chemu mienu ye wo number ba kon a friend no float ni ye numbers na equita dot ewo inside no nti any number bia ye twera ye de dot eka wo no in programming no eno so ejina fa kon a ba bia ejina no ye friend floating point what number and I say in simple terms no ye friend den float nti any number bia say eye negative say eye positive say dot ewo inside nko dia and the eno so ejina fa kon a ye friend no floating point numbers and I say floating point values are simple and as in short no your friend is saying float. The example is 3.12 and as a negative 4.561. It's a bit my any number bia say a song say a sha dot a woman quandia and a float data type. The atosu be a numbers na any dots ewo inside no. Nti the opposite of float no eno so ye data type a ye friend den integer. Nti integer nso na programming mu ye de int agina wo ye den ama no aye body int. Nti int aye numbers na eno no ye twerɛ agina wo ankra number no ono nko agina wo any dot bia number foforo ewo nachi ebiem. Nti sa numbers na any dot ewo inside ni nyina no ye from integer data type. In simple terms ye ka say den int. Nti sa three data types are maka ho asem ni string aye bibia de she double quotation mark and as a single quotation mark. Float aye numbers na what dot ewo inside no either negative and as a positive. And integer and also ye numbers are dot bia ye den enim numbers ejina wo enkwa in English ne beka say whole numbers are any dot something ewo nachi. Yes. Nti say you share input function na the way a Python programming language designers no the omo ye input function no sa particular function is say the return ama no by default string data type. Nti the input function no return ama ni nyina no string data type. Nti sa data types amamubo din string float any integer e betumi perform some operations bi so wo de me any nkan fa two numbers na baka wasam float and then integer ye nyina ye gitum say you to me add numbers, you to me subtracting numbers, you to me dividing numbers, you to me multiply numbers and the etwa to na ye nyina no ye hu say ye percent sign in programming and ye percent sign bibia ye friend no the modulus operator. The some operator way ni say a fan numbers mienu na a divide but say a divide we are instead say ka be my result no emum e the remainder of the operation. Into performing division no we are emfa quotient no answer na nkasa emma na emum remainder the eka wachire no eno na sa operator we return emma into friend the modulus operator. Into betumi add numbers using the plus operator, you bet me add subtracting numbers using the minus operator, you bet me add dividing numbers using the what? The division operator, you bet me add multiplying numbers using the multiplication operator, and you bet me add finding the remainder of what? Of two operations. You bet use the modulus operator. You share the input function now. Input function no return string data type. And say you typing numbers by default about by string data type. So you type float and I say maybe 3.14 cry by default a string. Now as a string and I added there no cry bet me add a string. Now mom no say add strings computer na performing bibia your friend concatenation. Say you can strings menu abom no a performing operation be your friend concatenation. Into concatenation no any say you did string joining another string. Say you joining strings together and you see the plus operator. Into the computer no and say interpreter no and say a sense input function no by default returning string into no performing concatenation instead of what? Of addition. Into performing addition my tell run this Python code the Python calc.py 2 3 no 2 na a return no a base string data type sounds na 3 no so be string data type into you bo enter you 23 ewo nti ha no a performing bibia e no concatenation in programming mu no yetumi esisa from one data type and to call the other. The Python programming language as answer provide here with functions are able to me they are performing this operations of converting from one data type to the other. And to say you're converting from one data type to the other no I refer to term be a friend casting. And you cast a casting and one say be a fast string na you converting strings and they are called integer. And I say for integer na you converting integer no they are called string. And I say for float na you converting float into integer. And I say you converting to them to string. You cast a casting so we for data type back na afe what's sanity bia and they are called different data what type. And na your friend casting. Now Python programming language am my functions are you performing sa casting operation we. Ti yɛpɛ sɛ yɛsesa de kɔ string a yɛwɔ the string function. Yɛpɛ sɛ yɛsesa de kɔ integer so a yɛwɔ the integer function ɛwɔ hɔ. Sɛ yɛpɛ sɛ yɛsesa kɔ float so a yɛwɔ float function ɛsan so ɛwɔ hɔ. Saa nso na another function a yɛhu wɔ ɛyɛ the bool function. Bool function no so ɛyɛ one data type a ɛno so yɛbɛka ho asɛm. Yɛbɛtumi use ɛde asesa from one data type ɛde akɔ the bool data type. Nti sɛ input function no return string by default ama no na kyerɛ sɛ ɛwɔ sɛ yɛ perform casting operation ɛsesa string no to integer sɛ na ɛbɛyɛ a yɛbɛtumi a perform addition na yɛn yɛpɛ no. Nti yɛhwɛ ha yɛpɛ sɛ yɛsesa ɛde free string data type na input function no ɛde ma yɛ by default no ɛde kɔ integer data type. Ma min class line no mfiri wo na afe min type integer bracket open na min pass number 1 to the int afe na plus operator na eden aba na masan be use integer function ni biem na afe masan so aba pass number 2 at the amano as argument. It is our line of code we no se erane a number 1 equal input enter first number ebe rane na ya type your number 2 no ewo ho. Na fe arani number 2 equal input enter second number na so ya boy second number no ewo ho. Na afe say do add equal a sense ya pass number 1 to the int function into no int function be convert whatever is inside the number 1 variable no e dey call integer. Na fe use the plus operator no na the second expression no so aye adwuma no so asesa no e dey call the integer se na be ya e betumi a perform addition. Amen. Nti my young run this version of our code. By na kai na save you code in the answer. Yes, and run it. Sabra ya save code no awie no. Yan call the interpreter no so na yan type Python calc.py. Na member enter. So enter first number. My member 2. Na ko enter second number. Na fe member 3 ni biem. Na sisi ano ye bo enter. Ye hu 23 biem. Na mo ye be hu the actual 5 na ye pay ewo ho no. Input function no by default return a string. Na say return a string there ye pese perform addition. Say pese perform addition there. Na we say you use the integer function e dey convert it from string e dey back integer. Say na be ye betumi a perform operation a pese ye den ye perform. Nti say pese yesesa e dey call any data type bia e be use sub functions a e wa he say yesesa call string e be use string function, say yesesa call integer e be use integer function, sanso yesesa call floater e be use float function, yesesa call boolean so a you use the boolean function. Another way I bet me solve this particular problem and so any say instead sen ke be use int function no e the addition statement line so no the be any say you type in number 1 plus number 2 maintaining the previous code na ye won na mom no you bet me pass the whole input statement no and as an input function to the int function. The you bet me add the function and share another function inside them. Till the any say mamin cuts this input bracket open enter first number bracket close. Now for me typing int bracket open. Until me the statement and as a input function no nyina ebe ma the int function no. Until you bet me insert function inside another function as its argument. Till mamin paste it ha. Na me made the same thing and so farmer number 2 no so min cut na fe min use int function no bracket open na min paste e wo ho. This line of code no so as you said there you type here no pepepe the ebe ni say interpreter no hu this line of code they can be run function e wo int function inside in this case I hear the word the input function first now a prompting ni pa no na type number bi or person or type and sana afi e the nipa no be type no e the ama the int function no na a converting to the integer what data type na ye here no ti ma me service our code we na afi yen sanso come back to the terminal then type Python calc once again dot py na yembo enter na membo 2 na fe mensanso embo 3 mebo enter still yebenya ye 5 no nti de tie ne say yebetumi add function ahye another function inside man as yebetumi a pass function as an argument to another function. Yan combine bibi biara yesua so far in this course. Na if I'm create degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit converter. Program where able take temperature in degrees Celsius. Now if you are converting this temperature taken in degrees Celsius, to what? To Fahrenheit. The kwan so and ebe so create sa program way. Say you create program and as a program I wo nyina no you follow bibia your friend algorithm no step by step instructions and as a kwan no want is a guide you sure so create programs and you say you create degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit converter steps by and you be follow and the step you be follow the edikan first step no say you be take the temperature in degrees Celsius. I was say a temperature no in degree Celsius. In this case, you will allow the user of our program now enter the temperature in degree what? Celsius. Or enter temperature no in degree Celsius we are. Say you convert it from degree Celsius and you called Fahrenheit, your formula or what you use. In the step 2, and we say use the formula to convert to Fahrenheit. The formula ben you use here to convert it from degree Celsius to Fahrenheit. The formula you use enuni. Sa formula way and you use so they convert it from degree Celsius and they called Fahrenheit. This is a person converted from degree Celsius and they called Fahrenheit. Sa formula way na you provide and the amaya I was say you use. The Fahrenheit equal bracket open Celsius multiplied by 9 divided by 5. The after result be a benya with this calculation near the 32 ahead account. The formula you be using. The step 2 say use the formula to convert to Fahrenheit. Nti we are converting enya answer ni nyina awie no na e was step 3 enso eba na be kire say display the result to the user. Nti algorithm and as step by step instructions are ye follow and the create sa programmer e take temperature in degrees Celsius na e convert e dey call Fahrenheit. Nti ye call your test editor ne so. Nti say you test editor no so a ti ma member control shift backtick na me fa me command prompt and as a terminal no embra nti abra me display terminal no awie yen create file ye dey be create this particular programmer a converting degree Celsius e dey call Fahrenheit. Nti say you create file no you better type code then file name bia you pe bia me ma me dey no fah and as a far.py because you converted from degree Celsius e dey call Fahrenheit. Nti fah.py na member enter. Until member enter, I will say computer to create a file with the name fah.py. Tabra file no create the first step when say take the temperature in degree Celsius. And you say RGB every user no you say you see Python input function no and na there e did sa adwuma. Until they can type input, na after yam prompting ni pa so enter temperature in what? In degrees Celsius. So enter temperature in degree Celsius. This or enter temperature in degrees Celsius. I will say you save whatever the user would type inside a variable. Into the creative variable Celsius. Now you save whatever the input function is going to return back to us inside the Celsius variable. And now your sansu say the input function by returning by default a string data type. And now your BB alpha string data type will say using them to perform calculations I no omuda suban sonkubi edi. Nti we no na ehu ebe hia say ye temperature in degrees Celsius you say temperature no pa no ebe type no ebe in the form of what? Of float like 32.3 and I say maybe 24.5. And this a float there na just say ehun be hia say I will say you converting whatever the input function is going to return back to us into what? Into float. And to say you convert it to float you chance when we say you use float function and e di this juma way. Mami cut this whole line and I said this whole statement. Now for me use float function no. Float bracket open bracket close. And I also say betumi pass function as an argument to another word function. The float function no, yeah the input function in ebema float function no ewa ha. This line of code the be say interpreter no ehu Celsius equal float bracket open input bracket open quote enter temperature in degrees Celsius colon space quote bracket closer. They can enter into the float function no. Na akwa ko the input function na run this input function no. Na permit the user to enter what the depth temperature in degrees Celsius. If we are the nipa no ebe type and as a user no be type bia no. If we are na input function no e dey ama float function no. Na float function no so a convert no dey call the float data type. Say na be ya ebetumi use e dey perform calculations ye pese ye perform ewa. The second step na bra yaji the temperature in degrees Celsius ewie no. Second step ne say use the formula to convert to Fahrenheit. In the formula na omde ama say person convert it from degrees Celsius dey call Fahrenheit e betumi use no any. The same formula we na ye be type inside the text editor. Nti yen create variable Fahrenheit na yen fan save the result no of the calculation. So Fahrenheit is equal to yen use bracket. Nti betumi use bracket e dey groupie operations a person e din kan perform first. Nti say bia me person me perform addition be first, me we answer my multiply betumi this operation no as bracket. The interpreter no bracket no be so okay. I was say me din kan perform sa operation e bracket mu first and sana me dey the account no ayeden account. Nti ye be use Celsius. So Celsius times 9 divided by 5 and no mo dey am say convert it to Fahrenheit. Sana yen no. Nti Celsius times 9 divided by 5 if we are near the 32 ayeden account plus 32. Nti interpreter no yes operation we nyina we are result ebenya no na a saving inside the word the Fahrenheit variable. See we are third step no accident. Third step no say we are display the result to the user. See, display the result to the user. In Python say a display result actually user no on the terminal no. Kwan ben so na e fa so no. Yen nyina nim say be use print function. So say e dey bibi kire user no. You use print function. So print na fe yem print detail note and farmer user no. Then type in the temperature in Fahrenheit is now for you bet me passing multiple argument to the print function and once you be separating no with what with comma the after comma no name Fahrenheit the result no here there and to also the creative program we afa yen come back to the terminal no so na yen run na yen hwe say programming ebeye adwuma sene ye pen pepepa ebe convert temperature in degrees Celsius e dey akọ Fahrenheit amaye sene ye pena nti ye run Python then the name of the program me man FAH nti sene also we create with Python file no side na over type in pepepe so fah.py na me bo enter ebe prompt me say enter temperature in degree Celsius nti me bo 32.2 me bo enter Mosa I catch them say the temperature in Fahrenheit is 89.9 and a 0 degree etwa to aswa ekopim 1. Nti mami sanso enrun programming biem. Me type Python fah.py again. Na me mbo 37.2. 37.2. So me bo enter. I bet you say the temperature in Fahrenheit is 98.96000001. Way a degree Celsius to Fahrenheit converter.